Well, hey, thanks so much for stopping by, Sharon. I gotta tell you, you have just been so incredible for the work in Waterfront. You've been such a steady hand for all these years. Thank you for that.
Well, I am just excited about what our businesses are doing on the working waterfront. They're actually changing the world.
You are changing the world, and I gotta tell you, you're changing in such a great way. Wouldn't it be cool if you were actually in charge?
Me in charge of the world? Thank you all for coming. I, President Cloward, am so honored to represent you from sea to shining sea. In my first act, I have several executive orders that are going to be signed, and I think you're going to like them. Okay, Secretary McCormick, do we have the first?
Here's your first executive order, Madam President.
Oh, this is a good one. First executive order. No more politician resignations. Enough already. I've been run ragged. Do you know how many South County fundraisers that I've had to attend in the last 12 months? These special elections aren't just bankrupting the county, they're bankrupting me too. Listen up, politicians. We elect you for a term. There's a reason we call it a term, because it's just like a prison. You are sentenced to your term, and you serve it, and we decide when you leave, not you.
Here's your next executive order, Madam President.
Thank you, Secretary McCormick. Perfect. This ties in perfect. No new port CEOs. We're sticking with you, Scott Chadwick. He's now CEO for life. Why? Because I'm tired of learning new names. That's why. We've had 4 port CEOs in the last 2 years, and 2 of them were the same person. I had to send Randa a happy retirement card and a congratulations on your new job card. How does that make sense? You know how many CEOs the working waterfront has had in the last 30 years? 1. She's great. And Scott, if you ever leave the port, I will be taking your job. I'm watching you, Chadwick.
Here's your next executive order, Madam President.
Thank you. Ah, yes, this is all about accountability. Because there's been so much turnover in port CEOs and commissioners, we want to incentivize it to stop. The next time a port official is forced out, it shall be called a disembarcadero. This means we will take you to the deck of the Midway and make you walk the plank. Is there anything the Midway Museum can't do? Let's take a closer look.
Our mission is to honor the legacy of the USS Midway and all of those who served, and also to inspire and entertain our guests. Freedom Park will be a gateway to the Midway Museum, but also a welcome and opening public space on the Embarcadero. We're on a fundraising campaign, so I'm encouraging everyone tonight to think about the legacy that they can leave in the largest veterans park on the West Coast, Freedom Park at Burnham Navy Pier.
Here's your next executive order, ma'am.
Thank you. This is great. Going forward, all port commissioners shall now be appointed via a conclave. No more city council votes or appointments by mayors. Too much controversy. So we're taking the inspiration from an institution that somehow has less drama than San Diego politics, the Catholic Church. Going forward, we will select commissioners via a conclave. If it's good enough for the Pope, it's good enough for the port. In the event that there's a vacancy, the members of the working waterfront shall gather together and vote for a new port commissioner, plus we get to wear these cool hats. We keep voting until we get a winner, and Mai Tais come out of the Bally High.
Here's your next executive order, Madam President, but Let me have the hat.
Oh, thank you. To show our continued commitment to fighting climate change and electrifying vehicles, we're retooling the amphibious SEAL tours to the Cyberduck. It's fully electric, but not waterproof. Oops. But thankfully, they will all be shipped to our great family-owned business, Pasha.
We're celebrating some really exciting milestones this year at the National City Marine Terminal. Pasha Automotive Services has been the terminal operator for 35 years. Also, we have 2 American-built and American-crewed vessels, the Marjorie C and the Jean Ann, that are celebrating major milestones, and that is all happening right here at the National City Marine Terminal. 35 years later, we're still here growing more than ever. The Port of San Diego has been a great partner to us. It's a great example of a public-private partnership, and we can't wait for what's to come.
Thank you. As you know, our last president wanted to reopen Alcatraz, but it was way too expensive. So I have a better idea. I'm officially declaring that the port headquarters will be repurposed into a jail. Because have you seen the place? It already looks like a prison. Speaking of repurposing, the San Diego Bay is now called the Gulf of Cloward. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? And in the Gulf of Cloward, every ship will be built and repaired by General Dynamics NASSCO.
NASSCO builds, designs, and repairs ships for the United States Navy. We're the only large, full-scale shipbuilder, ship repair facility on the West Coast. We've got 3,500 people working for us. A lot of those are multi-generational families. We've got people here for 20, 25, 30, 40 years, and it's very impressive when you see how much they like being part of the working waterfront. NASSCO has a big impact on the global scale. The ships that we build and deliver to the United States Navy allow the U.S. to project those ships all over the world, make a big difference, maintain security across the world, and all of that's happening right here in San Diego.
Thank you. If the city can have an official flower, why can't the port have an official fruit? Starting today, the port's official fruit is the Dole banana. Bananas are great. From banana splits to hammocks, everybody loves a good banana. And the banana is the perfect fruit for San Diego. Just look at the map I made with my Sharpie. Let's take a closer look at those bananas.
At Dole, sustainability is a huge part of our culture. And part of that here at the Port of San Diego is changing our fleet to a clean, green operation. The next logical step in this transition to the EV green port is the addition of a maritime rate. That will allow us to continue our sustainability goal of having a clean, green operation here at the Port of San Diego while still importing fresh fruit into the West Coast.
Madam President, this is a doozy.
Thank you. Next, the Working Waterfront is renaming all the port cities to more accurately reflect their character. National City is now Irrational City. IB is now IBS. Chula Vista is now Gaylord Pacific Resort and Convention Center East. Coronado is now HOA by the Bay. And San Diego is now Unsheltered Island. Speaking of Gaylord, aren't they amazing? Check it out.
After decades of vision and planning, Gaylord Pacific Resort is proud to welcome you to the first ever event in our 500,000 square foot conference center. With 1,600 luxurious rooms and suites, 12 distinctive dining experiences, and a spectacular 4-acre water park, Chula Vista was chosen to be the home to something truly extraordinary. The Gaylord Pacific represents more than just hospitality. This is a catalyst for Chula Vista, generating thousands of jobs and $500 million in annual economic impact for the South Bay. Welcome to the Gaylord Pacific.
Speaking of port cities, Madam President, we're going to add another one.
Thank you. Well, look at that. We're going to annex La Jolla? Sorry, La Jolla. You're not leaving San Diego that easily. Could you imagine a Disney cruise ship pulling up to the children's pool full of thousands of actual children? La Jollans would hate that. That's why me, as a Point Loma, love the idea. And of course, all these families will be staying at one of the iconic, unforgettable, and family-owned Bartell hotels.
At Bartell Hotels, our story has always been rooted right here along the San Diego waterfront. We recently completed a $6 million transformation of the DoubleTree by Hilton San Diego Bayside. It is a refreshed experience and revitalization for our guests and a source of great pride for our team.
But we know that investing in our people is just as important as investing in our properties.
When we invest in our team, we strengthen the community.
We're proud to be part of San Diego's working waterfront and even prouder of the people who help us shape it every day.
You're going to love this one, Madam President.
Oh, I do love this one. I can't run the world and the working waterfront alone, so I hereby appoint Ray Carpenter as my Secretary of RE State. Let's see what Ray's been up to.
RE State is a general engineering contractor. We're one of the biggest marine contractors on the West Coast. We're a family-owned business. We're a small business, but we've done major projects. RE State has a good reputation. I just want to maintain it, and I think it's part of our family reputation. We've maintained the ethics of Bob State and my dad, R.L. Carpenter. I've got the background to show you where we're well respected.
You're going to love this big, booming executive order, Madam President.
Aha! We're going to protect the Big Bay Boom fireworks show. So under this order, if the Coastal Commission wants us to impose insurance requirements, then they will have to pay for it themselves.
Like a good neighbor, State Coastal's there.
That's right, Sharon. State Coastal does have the insurance covered. But not only that, but they're also going to help us blow up all the fireworks at the same time again.
Wow, that's so easy. So easy a caveman could do it.
Sharon, that's Geico.
Oh, sorry.